Hello, everybody, and welcome back to We Have Fun F1's Twitch's channel. Today, well, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in the world, or even this morning, we are here in Canada, as you can see, for our last social race that we will be doing on the new Formula One game, F1 24. We have about 8 drivers in here this evening. As we see, someone has already readied up, so we will hopefully get the drivers to get their setups done. And we will get our one-shot qualifying underway. Yeah, looks to be like a dry qualifying session this afternoon. I look like someone said it was going to be raining actually in the race at some point, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. As we are now going, as we will look up to the front if we can. So we'll get the telemetry up. We're currently watching the Kick Sauber Frigi, currently in 7th. We'll skip up to the front with this man, Jason Gordon, in the McLaren. As we saw Sid go to the front there and he's immediately invalidated. That is one thing that these guys are going to have to be careful of. Round Canada is a very easy track to invalidate. The track limits are very unforgiving as Sid retires. So Sid will be starting at the back in the Mercedes. Jason's still on for pole position as it stands, but Craig Conley jumps up to second. So Craig in the Williams, who usually drives the McLaren in our league. You know, Craig, he's always very consistent, so good to see him here. We've also got Codzilla in Jason Gordon's teammate at the moment in the McLaren, who also drives the McLaren most of the time in the league, so he's in familiar shoes. As Jason comes into the final chicane and goes the run up to the line, looks like it's going to be pole position for him. As across the line he comes, does a 109.9, and Codzilla comes across the line, does a 111.3. I think Craig did a 111.7, so Jason taking pole by over a second there. Good lap from him. As there you see, you've got Jason Gordon on pole position, 1.3 seconds ahead of his teammate, Codzilla behind, and then Craig Conley 1.7 seconds back in the Williams with Frigi 4.8 back, so you must not maybe be familiarised with the circuit. And we have 4 invalidations of Sid Spared Fungus, 2 teammates in the Mercedes, with Lanky One in the Ferrari, and Jamie Dwyer in the Williams. So that is going to be your grid for tonight's race. I have yet to see what weather we will be going on tonight. Oh, and we've got rain. We have a little rain shower, it seems. So that is going to throw the spanner into the works for most of the people here. As the rain will definitely make for hopefully an exciting race. But we will have to keep an eye on this and see what happens. Hopefully no one ready is up early. I have not actually given them a time to ready up, so hopefully not. But we will have to see what happens. Actually, I'm going to alter. Okay. Anyway, we will get going underway soon. Just going to tell the drivers that I am ready to go, as if they are ready then we will get going. So we will get this race hopefully underway shortly. I've just told the drivers that everything should be okay to go whenever they like. So, yes, hopefully everyone is not is there and not AFK or something like that one incident. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see how long this rain will last. If it's going to be throughout the race, or if it's just going to be in the first half, and maybe it will dry up later on in the race. Then we might have a switching of strategies. We might go from inters to softs to inters to mediums. Blah blah blah. Do not know yet, but yes, we'll hopefully get going soon. Taking a while for these guys to ready up. As I will give them one more ping to let them know that we are ready. As you can hear now, the timer is ticking down, and we will get our race underway very, very shortly. As there we go. As we've got 4 lights. Oh, there we go. Now we've got 5 lights. And the race in Canada is underway, with Jason Gordon getting a decent start at the moment, with Craig Conley going to jump up to P2 at the moment. Craig Conley jumping down to 3rd. He's got Sid up his inside. I've got a bad camera angle for that. There you go, that's a bit better. As Sid and the Mercedes are now side by side. Oh, Sid just goes straight on into the wall there out of turn 2. As he's struggling, goes over the grass. Maybe he's not got the right center bumpers. That was very weird. He's gone very... Yeah, he's very sideways there. You can see it there. As Craig Conley's actually taken the lead. I did not realise, but Craig Conley is our new race leader. He's taken the lead away from Jason Gordon, as we'll get our telemetry up quick as possible. See everyone on the intermediates tyres at the moment. With Jason Gordon falling down to 2nd place at the moment, as Spared Fungus and Lanky One seem to be so side by side. Lanky One up to try and go for the inside of the hairpin on Spared Fungus, who looks to be going very sideways as well. So maybe just that these guys are struggling to find the grip. You see Lanky One there going hideously sideways, hopefully going to the barrier there. Mercedes ahead of him, just struggling so hard on those intermediates. So Mercedes of Spared Fungus already 3.3 behind 4th place man of, as you see there behind Jamie Dwyer, going to go for a move on Lanky One. He cannot make that work though. As we're going to look back up to our front group, Jason Gordon's actually gotten the lead back. Oh my god, as you see Sid going sideways into turn 3. Oh my god. It's like a roller coaster, he's going everywhere. Left, right, up, down, I don't know. Godzilla behind, who started in 2nd, has dropped down to 4th. He's 1.5 behind our lead group, which consists of 3 cars. And actually, all 3 of them are the Mercedes-powered cars. We've got the McLaren, the Mercedes, and the Williams of Craig Conley, who made an excellent start and jumped up to the lead. Oh, as you see, Sid looked to the inside of Craig, possibly trying to make a move up into 2nd place, but could not get it done. So DRS will not be enabled until the rain clears up. We do not know if it's going to stop raining, I mean. Any point during this, maybe the rain will continue throughout the race, as Sid gets a time penalty at the final chicane there. Very easy to do around here. The track limits are very unforgiving. It's one of those circuits, unfortunately. So Sid, our first man to pick up a 3-second penalty. The gap out front has now sort of started to get a bit bigger, as Craig has now dropped back 1.1 seconds to Jason Gordon, now 1.2. So Jason's starting to stretch his legs, it looks a bit like, now in that McLaren. Back here, these two are still battling between Lanky One and Jamie Dwyer, actually. So Jamie Dwyer putting the pressure on the Ferrari. Good to see Jamie Dwyer back. He's always kind of a bit easy. He does race sometimes. He's races in Tier 1, raced in Tier 2 last season. He's very consistent as Sid gets another penalty. So he's had 6 warnings, well another 3 warnings in the space of a lap from his first penalty, which came at the very early on. So yeah, he came at the final chicane. So Sid already up to 6 seconds worth of penalties on lap 3. So that's a bizarre scenario. As Jason Gordon comes across the line to set a new fastest lap of the race at 21.221, as Sid takes a very bizarre line and he goes off. And he could have come back on the circuit as he gets a 10-second time penalty for his troubles there. Sid is driving very erratically at the moment. I don't know what's going on with him. He's going everywhere. Maybe he's just, I don't know, not in the right headspace. I don't know. As he's gone off and he's out of the race, and that is going to cause a virtual safety car. Sid is out of the race on lap 4. Bit of a strange one there from him. So you can just watch the kick Sauber of Frigi going round. Currently in last place, but crucially he is still alive. That is all that matters in these conditions. Staying alive, and you will pick up points. At the moment he will be scoring. At the moment, if we are going on the normal Formula 1 point system, it will be 6 points for Frigi in 7th place. So yeah, oh my god, as he almost swerves out and dies midway through that little straight there. So Frigi still alive for now. Our only battle at the moment, probably worth watching, is the one that is under a second, and that is between Jamie Dwyer and Lanky One, and also now Spared Fungus. So these guys taking, maybe just allowing themselves to get within the DRS of one another. Well, not DRS, but within a second of each other under the VSC. Has it stopped raining now? I believe it has. I believe the rain has actually stopped falling. Oh no, Spared Fungus has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. The virtual safety car, I mean, but yeah, that's so unfortunate for him. He's going to now probably drop back to last, as he can pull out a huge next couple of laps, because obviously if you know and have played the game and have had a drive-through, you do not have to serve it the first lap that you get it. You can wait an extra 2, so he realistically could serve it on lap 7. So he might maybe just want to wait and pull out a bit of a gap before he comes in. Hopefully not lose as much time as Sid leaves the session. So yeah, Sid has decided to call it quits for now. But up front 2 seems to be in an absolute league of their own. Craig Conley going with Jason Gordon. So yeah, good on Craig. He's on pace with Jason Gordon, who's actually going to come into the pits, as is Craig. So maybe the switch to the dry tyres is earlier than we expected here. So let's see what the McLaren goes on to. He's going to go onto a set of hards. So that's going to take him to the end. But as you saw there, going out the pit lane, a lot of spray. So maybe it's not the right time, as Codzilla stays out, as does Jamie Dwyer. But the rest of them have come into the pits. So these guys will stay out for now and inherit first and second place. Jason on the hard, as you see there as he come out the pits. Oh no, Craig's been put onto another set of intermediates. Oh damn. But actually we will get a direct comparison. It's dry tyres yet, and as you see there, Jason seems to be struggling, so maybe it's not the right time for dries. You see he's getting overtaken now by Spared Fungus on the intermediates. So Spared Fungus, as you see there, Jason still struggling on the hard. He's not firing them up whatsoever. So Jason, maybe it's the wrong call. Maybe Williams have pulled off an absolute wonder of a strategy here and put him on another set of intermediates, because you can see now the gap between Jason and Spared Fungus is coming up, going up. You see it's at 1.8 now. We'll go through the hairpin there. There you go. It's at 2 seconds, 2.1 now. 2.3. So Jason Gordon might have just thrown this one away. obviously you see the track now, it looks to be dry, but the track clearly is not ready. Is his teammate now going to follow? Yes, he is. So, Craig Conley is now going to inherit P1. As you see, he sets a fast lap of the race. Jamie Dwyer's coming to put on a set of mediums. But our front two on the intermediates are actually quicker than our current dry runners, which is everyone. As there you see, the DRS has now been enabled, so realistically that should be the crossover point for dries. So let's just keep an eye on the gap from Spared Fungus to Jason Gordon and see if it's going to come down at all. It's currently at 3 seconds. 2.8, 2.7, 2.6. Maybe the gap, maybe the tyres are starting to switch on for the McLaren now. As you see, he's starting to gain that time back that he lost going onto the hards. See Jason just conserving his ERS, not using it at the moment. Right on board with the McLaren, and you can see 2 cars in front of him. He's currently trying to hunt down to take the win here in Montreal. Surely these two are going to have to come in, unfortunately, for Craig and Spared Fungus. Let's watch the ball of Craig. Will he come into the pits? Yes, he will. No speeding. Slows down just enough, as does Spared Fungus. So that'll mean this man, Jason Gordon, will be your new race leader once again. So the McLarens, well, they're going to be 1-2 here today. So for now, as everyone is now on the dry tyres, everyone apart from Jamie Dwyer, who's actually going to move up a few places on the mediums. So yeah, I think it might be a task for Jamie to take those to the end. But we'll see how he manages to get on. He hit it last lap, as did a few other drivers. Anyway, we are watching on from the off-board, the helicopter camera of looking at this man. Jamie Dwyer is currently chasing down a 3rd place, currently behind the Ferrari, and he will now have the DRS advantage going down this this long back straight before the final chicane, and then obviously into the home straight, as Jason Gordon picks up a 3-second time penalty. So Jason struggling as well on the drive. So yep, like we said earlier, it's a very easy track to get penalties on, as our race leader shows. As will Jamie Dwyer make a move on Lanky One for 3rd place? He will not for now. He will stick behind, but you can visibly see that Williams is a lot more quicker than that Ferrari. Is he going through the very quick left-right chicane, right-left chicane, I mean, fuck's sake. One job. Had one job. Anyway, he will now have the DRS actually going down this mini straight, which I keep forgetting is actually a DRS opportunity. Will he be able to get the move going in? He's going to dive it up the inside. And Dwyer gets the move done on Lanky One. Great move by the Williams. His teammate behind on the hards is going to try and maybe help his teammate here and maybe attack Lanky One, but Lanky One is still 4/10 behind, so Lanky One is not rolling over yet. He's still just behind the Williams at the moment. I should pull away in that gap. I think maybe a little bit of misjudgment from Jamie Dwyer, as you see there. He goes back past Williams. Goes a little bit deep, going into the final chicane, and that's going to give... Oh, and he actually has the DRS. So Lanky One actually has the DRS going down into turn 1 here, so that's not ideal for Jamie, but he's still on the mediums, so he will get the advantage going through the infield section of our circuit here. Spared Fungus is just within a second of Craig Conley. So Craig was leading the race earlier. He's now down into 5th place, currently chasing down Lanky One in 4th, but Lanky One obviously is going to have the DRS from Jamie Dwyer, just going to pull him along. So Craig Conley possibly under threat from losing that to Spared Fungus. Maybe we'll to be right on board with Spared Fungus for now. See, will he be able to make the move on Craig Conley? He's going to look to the inside of the hairpin. Craig leaves him the space very respectfully. Craig's actually going to get the overspeed on the outside. That's the better exit, but looks to be doesn't have that much straight line speed as Spared Fungus in the Mercedes. See the rear wing open there. Hours passed, nothing Craig can do. Now Craig down in 6th place. Not in last place. Our last place man is this guy, Friggy, down in 7th, in a bit of a world of his own, but he's surviving, so good on him. Craig Conley down in 6th place, Spared Fungus up into 5th. Currently now within a second actually of our two groups, our group of Jamie Dwyer and Lanky One, so the battle for the podium is now on. As Jamie Dwyer actually picks up a penalty, we were actually going to go on and have a look at that. As you see, penalty wise, everyone apart from Spared Fungus and Craig Conley have a 3-second time penalty. As Lanky One, I think all three of them went off the track there at the second part of that chicane. See a positions gain. Jamie Dwyer, our highest gainer at the moment, currently up 5 places from that'd be 7th place, I believe. So yeah, good on Jamie's currently in 3rd place, but will his tyres go to the end though? That is the question we will ask at the end of the race. Will Jamie actually be able to inherit that 3rd place? Will he lose it due to his tyres falling off the cliff? Lanky looking to get that podium place back from the Williams. Spared Fungus has actually managed to gap Craig Conley by 1.7 seconds, so Craig possibly struggling now. Unfortunately for him, it looks to be able to drop back quite a few places. Well, a few seconds there now, so maybe Craig is not as familiar in this track, maybe in the wet, in the dry than in the wet. As Jamie Dwyer has spun round. Oh no, the man in 3rd place on the mediums has gone for a spin. You see, oh no, he recovers there. Is that going round the right way? As Jamie Dwyer from 3rd place must have. We did not unfortunately see what happened to him. There might have been a bit of contact with him and Lanky One. We do not know, but so unfortunate for Jamie. He's now down, dropped behind his teammate into 6th. As here comes the Mercedes up the inside. Through into 3rd place goes Spared Fungus. Lanky One will he actually have the DRS, or will Spared Fungus have it? Looks like Spared Fungus is still going to have the DRS. Detection point's a little bit of a wacky one there, as it's kind of before the hairpin, so you kind of get 2 lots of DRS. So you get past on the main straight, and then you have DRS for the front straight, which will just kind of help you secure the position. So yeah, it's pretty helpful for the car ahead, for sure. But Spared Fungus has not managed to gap ahead. Put a gap between him and Lanky One, and Lanky One is still right behind him, so we're going to try and make a move on the Mercedes back up into 3rd place. So this podium battle is still raging on. Out front, our 2 McLaren boys of Godzilla and Jason Gordon have they've checked out from the rest of our little group from 3rd downwards down to 5th. So yeah, Jason looking to get another win here in our social race. This obviously he's already won one, I'm pretty sure. He won in Spa, one of our first one that we did, as Lanky One has got back ahead of Spared Fungus, goes back up into 3rd place. As you see there, getting very wayward. Spared Fungus almost pushing him down into turn 1, so Spared Fungus looking very ambitious. He's almost pushing the Ferrari. So hopefully no contact between them two. And anyway, Lanky One up back into 3rd place. And Craig Conley seems to have dropped back even further, unfortunately for him. He's now down to 5th place with a gap ahead of him of 3 seconds nearly. Godzilla picks up a 3-second time penalty. I think that'll be 6 seconds for him now. Let's have a look. Yes, it will. So our first man to break the 6 seconds But at the moment he's got a very comfortable gap of 9 seconds as Spared Fungus and Lanky One's changing positions again. Like Spared Fungus has gone up the inside of him at the hairpin. He will have the DRS, so that's perfect for Spared Fungus. He's now going to be able to gap. Maybe try and get a gap to Sid. Lanky One even. See now going through the final chicane, you can see ahead Mercedes' rear wing has now opened. Yeah, on lap 15, our leader with 10 laps left to go in this race. If you've been watching us the whole way through, obviously you know it was wet at the start and now it's very dry, so a bit of a contrasting race here, but it's been good fun to watch. So, but our two McLarens are absolutely dominating here in Canada. So, and this is our battle to watch. It's for it's for our last spot on the podium between the McLaren, no, for fuck's sake, Mercedes and the Ferrari. Both of these two, I'm pretty sure, are on the hards. Yes, they are. Lanky One is on 2 lap older tyres though, so Lanky One's tyres will go off first. So that will not be ideal for him, but he has now the DRS to attack, hopefully for him, for his sake, to attack the Mercedes. It's all there, the Mercedes getting very sideways out of the final chicane there. Spared Fungus actually picks up a penalty, so that's going to be, I think, 6 seconds for him. Oh, no, mind. It's actually his first, so Spared Fungus picking up his first penalty of the night. Help him, actually, due to Lanky One having a penalty himself, that will actually now stabilise. Realistically, for Lanky One, that will not help him, because now he has to really overtake Mercedes, actually pull a gap. I have just jinxed him, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately for him. Poor Lanky One, I have just jinxed that man. Spared Fungus has had a terrible exit going around the final chicane. That's not going to leave him very vulnerable to the Ferrari. As you see, this rear wing opens. And there he goes. Lanky One just soars past the Mercedes. Can he keep it clean going through the final chicane? Spared Fungus gets to the rear, kicking out on him. See Lanky One still with the DRS, giving him that extra boost he needs to stay ahead. He's going to go defensive into turn 1. That will leave him a bit compromised going into turn 2. But it looks to be all okay for now. Spared Fungus is going to stay behind. Lanky One still in 3rd place. Did Lanky One just hit the wall there? Looked like he was very close to it. Looks to be no damage on the Ferrari's front wing. Still in that 3rd place as it stands, but he's got the Mercedes breathing down his neck. Trying to take that away from him as Jamie Dwyer picks up a 3-second time penalty for his efforts, down in 6th place. Bit of a no man's land, as is Friggy, he's just trundling around. He's doing his own thing, you know. Why not? But anyway, it looks like Spared Fungus will make a move back ahead of the Ferrari, so he's going to choose the inside. Actually, he backs out and thinks better of it, so yeah, that's probably the right thing to do, or else there would have been contact. Will he be able to make the move going into turn 1? He looks like he's too far back. Actually, yeah. Lanky One once again defends the inside. That has left him very compromised. Oh, and Spared Fungus gets the absolutely wonderful exit and gets past back up into 3rd place. That was a switchback and a half. Bravo, Spared Fungus. That was very good. But anyway, Spared Fungus back up into 3rd place. The gap now at 2nd. To Lanky One, so maybe Lanky One's made a mistake there. Maybe his tyres are maybe going off. Obviously, if you remember me saying a couple of minutes ago, the tyre situation between these two is a different one. See there, Lanky One's tyres are 2 laps older than than the Mercedes. Actually, as you saw there, going through the hairpin, you can see this man, Craig Conley, who started to gain back time on these two. These two are holding each other up, and hopefully Craig, he will actually be able to get into this battle and hopefully get a podium out of this. I think he very much deserves one since he was leading the race earlier. Made a brilliant strategy call to go onto the intermediates again after his pit stop. And it was the right decision because it put him ahead of Jason Gordon, and unfortunately for him though, the track did dry out too fast and he fell down due to having to make that second pit stop. So we've got a fantastic camera angle here watching down on this battle between the Ferrari and the Mercedes. The Mercedes currently ahead now, but will the Ferrari be able to come back at him going down our main straight, which our leader is currently going down now. See here, going into the final chicane. Very committed as he actually hits the wall there. So, yeah, we saw that, Jason. Don't think we didn't, because we did. As once, I think we're going to get another swap of positions between these two. It looks like Spare Thomas is going to hold the inside of the track. The inside, but the middle of the circuit is going to leave it very As Lanky One, it's going to try the outside of Spared Fungus going into turn 1, but Spared Fungus stays ahead with that defence. Still in 4th place, he's desperate to get that podium for Ferrari. His tyres will not be feeling too great by the end of this race. We've still got another 5 laps to go. With Spared Fungus locks the rears there, and gets very sideways there. He catches the car, and Lanky One manages to avoid collecting him there, so no retirements for these two guys. These guys have been putting up a good fight so far. It looks like Jamie Dwyer has gone for a spin. See there, he's gone off at the first, one of our few chicanes at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. So Jamie Dwyer still in 6th place. Don't think he's really under threat for losing position to Friggy, who is, I think, at risk to be lapped by Jason. Jason obviously a couple corners behind him at the moment. Ooh, who's that? As Jason, not Jason, Jamie Dwyer again. Seems to be having quite a torrid time as it stands. He's currently under threat from actually Friggy might actually get him here. If Jamie does have another few moments. As the two of these are battling once again. Lanky One gets past, well no, Spared Fungus gets past Lanky One back up into 3rd place. These two have been battling for, I don't even know how many laps, but it's been good to watch, so respect to these two guys. These guys are putting on a show. Jamie Dwyer comes into the pits. Will this be a retirement, or will he just go for the fastest lap possibly? What tyre will he go onto? It will be a set of softs for the Williams to go for that fastest lap attempt. But there you go. As you saw there, our race leader goes past him, so that'll mean Jamie Dwyer will be finishing the race at the moment on lap 24 instead of 25 as Jason laps him. So as Friggy picks up a 3-second time penalty for his efforts in 6th place. This battle still rages on between these two, between Lanky One and Spared Fungus. So these two are giving us our source of entertainment for tonight. So you've got to respect them. Been a good clean battling so far. So good to see from our two racing guys here. gap seems to have stabilised a bit between Lanky One and Spared Fungus, currently up to 1 second, so Lanky One seems to have dropped back a couple of attempts from the Mercedes, so he's currently out of the DRS, so he will not get that assist going down this little mini straight here. Actually he does, so it looks like Spared Fungus has made a little bit of a mistake to get back within the DRS of Lanky One, so yeah. Maybe Spared Fungus turned his DRS off and maybe let him back in the DRS. This gap's coming down very rapidly, so does Spared Fungus maybe have a problem? He does not see the rear light flashing there, so that'll mean tell Lanky One that it's harvesting his DRS and using it. So that'll mean it'll be an easy move for the Ferrari. Chooses the left and gets through on the racing line. Chicane. Illness. Cannot tell you who is going to get this podium, but Lanky One with the DRS, but Spared Fungus has got that overspeed. Lanky One going to go defensive. Will it work out for Spared Fungus again, like he made that perfect switchback a few laps ago? Doesn't look to be at the moment. As we almost looked up the inside there of our second chicane, as Lanky One makes a mistake there, goes a little bit wayward. Off the racing line, almost went into the wall there. Hopefully he didn't. Looks to be okay from looking back. Mercedes looks to be his front wing looks still intact, so he lives to fight another day as our leader has just lapped as Frigi. So looks to be the last man that he will lap this afternoon. As oh, and it's Craig Conley I think has gone round. Oh no, it's not. It's Jamie. It's Jamie Dwyer has gone around once again, so Jamie Dwyer really struggling this afternoon in Canada, so unluckily for him, but we are on our final lap, which will mean these two are now going to start their final lap any minute now, well any second now, as you see they're coming across the line to start their final lap, so the battle for the podium is now well and truly on between these two. As I've looked at the penalty scenario and Lanky One has 9 seconds, so never mind. The Spared Fungus will finish in third as it stands, as Jamie Dwyer has gone off again there at the final chicane. But Lanky One's still gonna, I think, pick up. He might even lose to Craig Conley depending on the gap. So Lanky One may even lose 4th place for Williams. But we will see by the end of our race, which is coming very, very shortly, as our leader, Jason Gordon, well, not really much to be said other than the fact that he came, he saw, and he wins. So Jason Gordon wins our final race, final social race before we start our new season, Season 3, here on the new Formula 1 game. Codzilla is going to come home in 2nd place, making McLaren 1-2. So good on Codzilla in 2nd place. Bit of a quiet race for both of them. In the end, it's going to be Spared Fungus bringing home the podium for Mercedes, with Lanky One in 4th place. But will it be 4th place? Will Craig Conley get him? Yes, he does. Craig Conley jumps up into 4th place by only 0.4 of a second. Oh, there's nothing in that. As 0.4 of a second, he loses the podium. But loses the 4th place by, so Lanky One, as Jamie Dwyer cuts the final chicane, only gets the 3-second time penalty for that. That is a surprise. Anyway, Jamie Dwyer comes across the line to finish in 7th place and finish out our race there this afternoon. Well, that was a rather eventful one, as Jason Gordon somehow gets driver of the day. As cringe. As, yeah, I don't know how Spared Fungus hasn't got it, since he went from 6th to 3rd, so up 3 places, but Jason's gone from pole to a win. Never mind. But anyway, that is your results for our final social race. Jason Gordon and Tier Codzilla making it a McLaren 1-2, with Spared Fungus fighting all the way with Lanky One. Still finishes in 3rd place, with Craig Conley just getting Lanky One on the line by only 0.4 of a second, so very, very close between them two. But so Lanky One in 5th, and our last place man of Frigi, Friggy, and then our last place man of Jamie Dwyer, him and Friggy were both a lap down in the end. And our one DNF, who DNF'd on lap 4, I believe, of Sid CTB1. So yeah, unlucky for him, but yeah. That was a fun race, guys, so thank you for watching. Yeah. So that has been our final social race of F124. So I appreciate you guys I think our maximum viewer count tonight was 9, so I think it might have been 10 at one point. So thank you guys for tuning in to our stream. Appreciate if you guys could drop a follow on your way out, as we're going to end it here. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in maybe a month's time when we get our Season 3 underway on our new game. So we will catch you then. But from me, it is going to be a good night, and hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. So thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.